Hi students, welcome back. Today we are going to discuss about equipotential surface. Okay, from the name itself, we can say that equipotential means equal potential. Okay, from the name itself, we can say that equipotential surface means equal potential surface. Okay, what about the peculiarity of that equipotential surface? That equipotential surface which is equal distance from the point charge. Okay, for this we consider a charge Q. From this charge, equal distance from this charge, if we draw a surface, that surface is known as equipotential surface. If this distance is 2 centimeter, here also the distance is 2 centimeter, here 2 centimeter, here it's equal to 2 centimeter. Now we draw a surface which connecting these 2 centimeters. Okay, then we got a equipotential surface. Okay, here this surface is having equal potential because we know the equation for the potential B is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into Q divided by R. Here 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 is a constant, charge Q also a constant. Okay, if the distance are also same, then what about the potential everywhere on the surface? Potential everywhere on the surface remains constant. This type of surface is known as equipotential surface. Equal potential surface. Okay. Now we can draw another equipotential surface if we take the distance. Okay. If the distance from the charge is 3 centimeter, then connecting the 3 centimeter distance, we can draw another equipotential surface. Okay. Another equipotential surface is also having same potential everywhere. So we can call this surface as equipotential surface. Okay. From this we can say that a point charge corresponding to spherical equipotential surface. Now we can consider the linear distribution of charge. That is the charge distribution which take place in a linear conductor. Positive charge is distributed everywhere in this conductor. What about the electric lines of force? Electric lines of forces are emerging out from this linear conductor. Okay. We can draw the electric field lines like this. Okay. 2 centimeter from this line charge, if we draw a surface, what about the potential of the surface? If this distance is 2 centimeter, then what about this surface? This surface is equipotential because this surface is equal distance from the linear charge distribution. Okay, what about the shape of the equipotential surface here? Here equipotential surface is plane. Okay. If we draw another equipotential surface from this linear conductor, then that is 3 centimeter away from this linear conductor, we can draw another equipotential surface. What about that potential? That is taken as V2. This is another equipotential surface. Okay, it's also a plane sheet. From this we can say that equipotential surface is a surface where the potential remains constant and it is equal distance from the point charge. Okay, what about the statement? Equipotential surface is a surface where the potential remains constant everywhere and which is equal distance from the point charge. Okay. Now, then what are the properties of this equipotential surface? Okay. From the figure itself, we can say that what about the equipotential surface and electric field lines? Electric field lines are emerging out from the positive charge, and equipotential surface is just like this. Then what about the angle between equipotential surface and electric field? Here the angle between electric field and equipotential surface is 90 degree. Okay. From that point we can say that electric field lines are perpendicular to equipotential surface, or electric field lines are normal to equipotential surface. Okay. That's the first point regarding the equipotential surface. What about the second point? Second point, if we take a charge Q here. Q is the charge which is placed at the point A. Now to bring this charge from A to B, B is the point here. To bring the charge from A to B, what about the work done? We already studied that work done W is equal to Q into, what about the change in potential? VA minus VB. Okay, if VA is the potential here, at the point A, VA is the potential, and at the point B, VB be the potential, we can write work done W is equal to Q into VA minus VB. Now what about VA and VB? This surface is equipotential. Okay, equipotential means same potential everywhere. So VA is equal to VB. If VA and VB are same, what about the work done? Work done is equal to 0. Therefore, the second point regarding the equipotential surface is work done to bring a charge from one point to another point in an equipotential surface is equal to 0. Okay. Now, we can conclude the points regarding the equipotential surface. First point, it is the surface where the potential remains constant everywhere. Second point is, and this equipotential surface is equal distance from the point charge. Okay, the third point is, electric lines of forces are perpendicular to equipotential surface. And the fourth point is, work done to move a charge from one point to another point in an equipotential surface is 0. Okay, these are the points regarding the equipotential surface. Okay, now we want to draw an equipotential surface corresponding to positive and negative charge. Okay, here a positive charge and here a negative charge. Okay. What about the equipotential surface? Okay, equipotential surface is spherical in shape. Here also spherical in shape. In between positive and negative, there will be a force of attraction. Due to that attractive force, what about the equipotential surface? How we can draw the equipotential surface? Okay. See, we can draw the equipotential surface like this. Due to the attractive force, and here also okay. Because of the force of attraction, the equipotential surfaces are just like this. Okay. This is the equipotential surface of a dipole. Then what about the equipotential surface of surface between two positive charge? Between two positive charge, we can draw the equipotential surface just like this. Because of the force of repulsion. Okay. because of the force of repulsion, the spacing between them, between the two surfaces is large here. Okay. Finally, we can draw the surface like this. This is the equipotential surface of two positive charge. Okay. Now we can discuss about the relation between electric field and potential. Okay. Relation between electric field and potential. E and V. For this, we want to consider two plates A and B, and these two plates are placed at a distance, small distance, or the distance between the two plates are very small. That distance is equal to dr, and these two plates are placed in an electric field, and electric field is just like this. This is the direction of electric field. Okay. Plate A, which is having a potential V, and the plate B, which is having potential V plus delta V. Okay. Now, to move a charge from the plate A, to move a unit positive charge from the plate A to the plate B, what we want to do? We want to do certain work. We know that work done W is equal to force into displacement, or F dot D. Okay. To move the charge from A to B through a very small distance dr, then what about the work done? Small work done dW is equal to, what about force? Force F into, what about distance? Distance is equal to dr. Okay. We know that. What about the relation between force and electric field? Force F is equal to Q into E. Here the charge is unit positive charge, so we can write 1 into E. Therefore, we can write F is equal to E. Okay. In this case, F is equal to E. So, instead of F, we can write E, then E dot dr is equal to work done. That's equal to E dr cos theta is equal to work done dW. Theta is the angle between electric field and the distance. Here the electric field is from A to B, is in the direction of A to B, and displacement is also from A to B. Therefore, what about the angle? Angle theta is equal to 0. Theta 0 means E cos 0 is equal to 1. Therefore, work done is equal to E dr. Then work done dW is equal to E dr. Okay. We already studied that work done to bring a unit positive charge from one point to another point. Okay. Work done to bring a unit positive charge from one point to another point is known as potential difference. Okay, what about the potential difference here? Potential difference is equal to potential difference. Potential difference is equal to V is the potential here. Here the potential is V plus delta V. Then potential difference is equal to V minus delta V plus delta V. That's equal to V and V get cancelled. Therefore, what about the difference in potential? Difference in potential is equal to dV or delta V. Okay. Delta V can also be written as dV. Okay. Then instead of dW, we can write minus dV. So that work done can be written as minus dV when minus dV is equal to E dr. From here, what about E? E is equal to minus dV divided by dr. E is equal to minus dV by dr. Okay. From this relation, we can write electric field is the negative gradient of potential. D by dr means gradient. Okay, electric field is the negative gradient of potential. Okay, from this equation, we want to find out what about the potential inside a shell. Once again, we want to write the relation between electric field and potential. E is equal to minus dV divided by dr. Okay. In the case of a shell, electric field inside them is equal to 0. Electric field inside the shell is equal to 0 means what about the potential here? In this equation, we can put electric field is equal to 0. Therefore, 0 equal to minus dV divided by dr. From here, what about dV by dr? dV by dr also equal to 0. Then, derivative of which quantity equal to 0? Derivative of a constant is equal to 0. From this, we can say that V is equal to a constant. Okay, what about the potential? Electric field inside the shell is equal to 0 means potential V equal to a constant. Okay, now we want to draw the graphical representation between potential and distance. To give the graphical representation, we want to consider a shell and electric field is taken along the y-axis, distance is taken along the x-axis. Then what about the graph? We already studied this graph. What about the graphical representation? Graphical representation is just like this. This is the relation between electric field and distance. Okay, here E is directly proportional to 1 by r square. Here also E is directly proportional to 1 by r square. Okay. Then, corresponding to this electric field and distance, we want to draw the graphical representation between potential and distance. Okay. Again, we want to consider a shell. Potential is taken along the y-axis and distance is taken along the x-axis. We know the equation for the potential V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 into Q divided by R. From here, V is directly proportional to 1 by R. Therefore, the outside the shell potential is just like this. Similar to that of electric field line, V is directly proportional to 1 by R. Here also, V is directly proportional to 1 by R. But in the case of electric field inside them is equal to 0. Electric field inside the shell is equal to 0 means potential is equal to a constant. So we can draw the graph just like this. Okay, potential is equal to a constant. What about its value? And its value is equal to potential on the surface. Okay. What about the potential here? If the potential on the surface is 25 volt, what about the potential here? Here also potential is equal to 25 volt. What about the potential at the center? It's also equal to 25 volt. Here also 25, here also 25 volt. Potential inside the shell is equal to potential on its surface. Okay. In your exam, a question arises from this topic is potential on the surface of a shell having radius equal to 5 centimeter is 25 volt. Then what about the potential at a distance 2 centimeter from the center? What about the potential at a distance 2 centimeter from the center? 2 centimeter from the center also having same potential. It's equal to 25 volt. What's the reason for that? Potential inside the shell remains constant. Okay. I think this topic is clear for you. If you like this video, please subscribe and enable the bell button. Thank you.